work for 20 hours as a student. Student, etimi ye dwuma baby a, enye omo ne ye ka. Enne ye bedi nkomo e de afa eye skill worker, main applicant efo eho. Loyami, yembra ye nkomo no so na mi jama, e de basem e na aba, e de na ekoso. Main applicant for ye nyina ye ni mo se lawyer wo ba. Service be a would buy, you say you 2 years, say you 3 years, say you 5 years continuously. Second company ne enye juma mount, second company no enye juma mount. What you entitled to work outside the company ne do buy no 20 hours. But you need say, or more so be at me a juma 20 hours. 20 hours no, e binuma ye amoma koto amanie mu. Obo also kra company no ba ye wo company ne da. And now what visa na ye di ama no as a skill worker no. So de be ye painting, so de be ye plumbing, so de ba be ye care. What de ye Madonna's full time eduma because company ni nye eduma man nye. What the when you cleaning be a obi ama ni cleaning job full time what de ye because company ni nye eduma e man nye. Obi de sas skill worker no what de ba ye no ye eduma obo nsuom wash car base or wash car because company no enye eduma e man nye. Me pacho omo right visa ana omo ni right visa 20 hours no omo timi de ye eduma bia anasa sen because chia ye chinkofo I think said last week and this week and o maso ni pe 200 enti ejai e de ama yenko.
All right, all right, enti on the update, of what happened last
Me pacho
the 29th of October 2025, Home Office arrested nipa 200 for working illegally. Well, this has been happening for quite some time. Working illegally, dear, bibia esi da, and it just depends on the type of visa. It also depends on say who on krata or not, because in some instances, kranin kofona omuchi omokrano, omunin krata, omude obi in krata na ye juma, and non so in itself is illegal. Almost say it's confirmed that more than 8,000 illegal migrants were detained across UK in the last 12 months. It's just the month of October, nipa 200. But in the last 12 months, from 2024 to 2025, 8,000 illegal migrants. 8,000. And omo theme no say, omo arrested we are, omo detained. Omo detained we are. Almost remove it. So the technique is arrest, detain, remove. Sana omo use it to make sure say omo controlling net migration ewa from her. So the nationwide operation resulted in more than 1,050 foreign nationals being removed from the UK over the same period. Over that same 12 months period, no, omo timi nipa 1,050 every chrome her. Because as they say, so omo chill say ye ejuma, omo chill say ha illegal, what they do is they will arrest you first, detain you, and then they will remove you. Through that method, no omo to me and 1,050 people are omo every chronomo. And all of which what they are doing is to make sure say control the net migration. What UK mimo say net migration the number of people who are here as illegal migrants. Yeah, it says it's £5 million crackdown targeted businesses who often rely on casual or temporary workers, including fast food takeaways, beauty salons, and car washes. Into also targeting a certain industries, takeaways, fast food, car wash, any the beauty industry, because name say to meet chinko for pa ye juma sebi doing say even when they do have a visa no doing say they have a right say ye juma wo and no na de be buy a conversation ye ben no supplementary working. When is supplementary working allowed? When is it allowed? Yes, obi a we skilled worker. What back from her? 20 hours aside at the juma ba be ye. Yenkai says omu de wo back from her on a skilled worker visa. It's a sponsored working visa, which means say or sponsorship or certificate of sponsorship. Not just say or an assigned sponsor or they were back for the main purpose say oh be juma. Into any other juma obey no, it should be supplementary. Yes. Uh-huh. Into mean ban say what backroom ha. A juma say supplementary abey o main. Omako chill what take away joints be a woye juma wo 40 hours. Unsu nie uba se obey construction, unsu nie uba se obey care working. Care work e juma ni bi ana woye fast food take away, management say. Now, supplementary employment allows a degree of flexibility for sponsored workers in addition to their work. Ebetimi are very useful, but yenkai say is a supplementary and can be undertaken with the limits of the rules and guidance. Internet say almost stop people say yes supplementary, but there are limits to it. There are rules are edahun. There are rules are edahun. Now, SAR rules, no, what they normally look for, they say, yes, you should not exceed 20 hours. Into your case, 20 hours, I hear 20 hours, me pacho, and yet 24 hours, and yet 22 hours, and yet 21.5. Neither is it 20.5. Into say, even if you are doing your supplementary work in your own industry as the where you are sponsored to be working, but omukotu another place, oh yeah, 21 hours. Kai say it breaches the immigration rules. It breaches the conditions of your leave because almost 20 hours. It's a so diso. It's a day omoba ho mo supi omoba we jumemu ho. Supplementary. Would you is recorded so oh yeah 21, 22 hours. Kai say you can be arrested, detained, and removed as well. Although say oh 5 years visa. Yo say unso what 2 minutes be say a bro so kakra 5 hours be a bro so kakra 2 hours be what 2 minutes me patcho there be say di imrano so now you make sure you be clean and we make sure that we do not breach the immigration rules. Okay, into air call forward and it says yes 20 hours in the week, the worker must continue in the role on their certificate of sponsorship and cannot undertake employment, supplementary employment, during the contracted hours for the specified job on the certificate of sponsorship. That is nice and clear. And no, the air will hop on to you and say the specified hours are who can say Ube Juma with your sponsored employer. Into the end, can say what be joining care home a limited, okay, or a care home limited. What by joining as a carer? Omo can say specified hours are omo de ama 40 hours, okay, a week, okay, and also no, working hours no is from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. or from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. into 7 to 7 and now 9 to 9. Omuko chill say, oh yes, supplementary work. Yentie na ye. Omuko chill say, oh yes, supplementary work. Outside the specified hours ewo with certificate of sponsorship say, oh babe yeno. You have breached the conditions of your leave. Now, what breaching conditions of your leave? No, say immigration enforcement officers under the wing of the Home Office. Omuba we jumemua. No mu say. Omo hu pa say why you say there pacho when your problems because your specified hours say ejuma no bu na kotia. I don't know how to put it. Ma ejuma na ye small wonim ejuma omo de ama ejuma kese a omo de ama say brakrom ha beye no omo ma specified hours what ba no nso no specified hours na say wo care home a wo bu ani power ono odi ye car wash for baby fufuro. But why are you there at that specific time? Even so, another care home, poor. Now your specified hours is 7 to 7, and you've only done 5 hours with woo care home. Omuko chu say oh yeah another 7 hours with baby another care home. Baby hey, that's not your specified hours. I didn't know oh yeah you are supposed to be working 40 hours with the way and a specific time with the way. Into I didn't know what baha. Ninyano, you can fall victim. Ubetimia falling victim. For what? First of all, to be arrested, to be detained, and to be removed. Let's get the legal education on skilled worker sponsorship and supplementary working. Let us be educated in this area. What we don't want, they say, supplementary work is specifically designed to supplement your hours. Say immigration enforcement officers, yebe feel say yeah na yewo right because me were 5 years, me were 3-year visa, me were 2-year visa. I didn't know what me juma mo amoba harassing me. By an actual sense, no, you don't actually have that right. Yen sheni ye me pacha na yeah every day, day in day out, we are breaching the conditions of our leave. And yen kai says say about for settlement. A juma omo as a sponsored a juma no a bet me affected with settlement. The hours you've done elsewhere, that can also affect your settlement. Nti yenhwe ye say affect will say no cry later it can. We do not want to fall victim. Say waba krom ha no oh ye bibi fufro na omoba ho aba abechew. Yenhwehwem na se woba krom ha na 40 hours no nya bi nya with your care home, your sponsored care home. You need to consider switching your COS. You need to consider switching your category of leave. Won't mean that so enkoye car wash, enkoye tray, enkoye bo banku ana dokno or anything of that kind. When it's outside your certificate of sponsorship, outside of what the rules say you can do. Into my yesa, you can supplementary a dress a juma be a say a juma umudu back roma for. That's what supplementary is. That's what they define it as. I say like for like. So it can't like for like. I just say a care, a support work, under care or health care. And yet care any construction, and yet care any something else, something completely different in the fast food industry. It does not work that way. So person we juma or fast food industry. So person we juma in another completely different industry or occupation. What you need to do is say you need to get a certificate of sponsorship in that particular industry. And yet they say we care about you are a part-time chef. You are a part-time chef who bet me a hotel now boy jumano hours. It's wrong. And immigration enforcement officers no boko say omoba. They never do that. They can come to anybody's workplace. As you can see, there are places that they target. And only idea be that say another say no mbeba. Nobody knows that. Into yen compoti ho ansana ebeto yen say they will arrest, they will detain, and they will remove. Sister, wait here, Medasepa. Thank you so much.
Yo, yeda, loyemi asibebre, loyemi achiremu amiati asese. We skill worker, we be krum as a skill worker. Skill worker be our buy, so we painting, so we carer, so we whatever. So far as our be krum here, we COS. Certificate of sponsorship a wode ba ha no company na emra ne kire say company na de wo ba ye no omo ne wo so no omo ye adwuma. Some company no enya adwuma ma minimum some kofo bebre no company ni nya adwuma e ma mo nye enti amama ye desperate amama ye stranded because of company ne emma mo adwuma enye no lawyer because obi wo ho a wo ye painter enso be hu no ye full time chef. Yes, because be a company no buy no nya adwuma ma wonye na wa ye desperate to se menkonko ye adwuma won konko ye adwuma no adwuma foforo no won krata na ekura wona wo de ba as sponsor no eni kwan se wo de san krata na koye adwuma foforo sa na lawyer mi peso kire emra no eno no wo ba ha as a constructioner na as a construction company na do buy ye nya adwuma ma wonya men fa o visa na wo de baye no enkoye adwuma wo McDonald's as a full time sa na lawyer mi pese o kire company no enya adwuma ma wo nya adwuma ma wo nye wo e wo se wo de wo visa na wo de baye no ye adwuma Emma campaign na de wo baaye no as a full time. Supplementary work na lawyer wo ka no me pa cho lawyer me obesan ba mu biom. Supplementary work no anase 20 hours no. Ye nyina ye ni mo say yes of course oba has a school worker. Na wo no wo company ni ye full time a wo betumi aye 20 hours outside your company no. 20 hours no se oba has a care, oba has a plumber, oba has a painter. 20 hours no obetimi de akoye adwuma o hairdresser. Obetimi de akoye adwuma o madonos. Obetimi de akoye adwuma o painting. Obetimi me fa ne say oba as a painter. As a painter no o 20 hours no obetimi akoye adwuma ama care ana say 20 hours no e wo say wo de ye adwuma align with COS na ekura wo no me pa cho brem.
Yes, exactly that. So yeah, ejuma aligned with COS Odebaye. In fact, more prefer the class unya ejuma. So catch main sponsored employer. That is so unya ejuma supplementary krana. You need to even tell your employer, your main employer, so unya ejuma. They want it to be like for like. Pese be bibia outside of the Woodiba say ubeye wa krom ha no. That is what it is. I say you do so sir. Yeah.
Lawyer me me last ye na me bie phone lines na to me bie phone lines na no ba ma me musa we na e fa me ebrem. Lawyer me omo a omu ni nkrata obi a woni nkrata woti kromi ha sei. Obi a oni nkrata a woti ekromi ha. Ye nyina ye ni me se awo obi ase awo agise okodi aduro se edi aduro ne kra na se bi agimi agise okodi aduro ana se awo wowo a na wo ba ne nya 7 years ana wagina wo ba ne so edi agibi ana se agise wonya 20 years ewo ekromi ha sem. Lawyer me first na ye nyina ye kan bibi se ye frɛ bibi partnership metri musa key to marriage say ne be ya wo beti ase yenye de ye friend partnership but a key to marriage say bia woni nipa na tena ho 2 years ana wo hie nipa no afi no wo hie nipa no na enipa no ewo ba ewo kromi ha lawyer mi nya awo because obi wo ho awatwa awo obi wo ho kra na onwu biem enti wahia wo bi ewo kromi ama mu ni nkrata no mo na man bisa sa question we ede amamo na lawyer mi akire mo na be phone lines de atom lawyer mi woni nkrata ye nyina ye nim say ansa na abe ware ewo kromi ha ede application atom wo kromi ase no wo se wo leave certain of leave bi ba wo ni sa leave ni bi woni nkrata ba lawyer onam no wakwa akohia be ma bi a owo ba oye single father ana be ma bi a owo ba akra ne bedi weekend woni ho na wahia be ma no obetimi agina be ma no ene ne ba ne so e de agenkrata ana akra na enye ne ba bia wonam na wakohia wo ba bi as a single mother ana so wahia wo ba bi a owo ba na wono akra na wo mu no be ma na woni nkrata na akra ne nye ne ba na emom so ware maame na emom so ware papa na obetimi agina aware no ene akora ne so e de nyankrata e wo kromi ya na akora enye wo ba pacho muntie niye lawyer mi enko
Yes, obetimi agina sa
yes.
akola no. But enya pa untimi nka say wo ye stepfather say wo twempna ana wo ye stepmother say wo twempna stepfather by definition they say aware abem so aware bemu wie a then the title you can behold that title of stepmother or stepfather and sa akola na yehwe no sa akola no ese oye qualifying child. Okay, into akola oye settled and asa akola okita British passport. Now wo as the stepmother or stepfather, you have stepped into the role of a parent. Say kind of say pacho mayen taking it lightly. I think say the nyama be yeah agro. It's not a joke. Say can't say you've stepped into the role of a parent. It's a huge responsibility. Just say ne mama ni ho and ne papa ni ho. As a step parent, no, or stepfather or mother, what stepping into their shoes as a biological parent into personal care woman be aduane nua utumi nua aduane ma no ne school ko no utumi hwe so e de ne ko school ne hospital ana ne GP nso ko no oyare a obetumi e de na ko bibia eja betumi ayama ne ba bibia maame betumi ayama ne ba wonso a wo ye stepfather or mother no utumi ye bi pepepe yen kana with a no. Yeah, the evidence. The chere. Unyan letters to confirm. And a Chrome remember, Chrome organization and institution be a chantro. Say, say, who didn't best school, I'm back confirm, say, who didn't best school. Say, who didn't call GP, who didn't call. Yes, they'll confirm that if you've been part of that. But if you've not, it's not going to work. Until you need to put in the work before, say, Ubetimi uses our roots. That's it.
Oh, okay, me, that's fine. Obi ba me ho ebebusa me se map na me hia oba bi lawyer for ye bi ese oba bi betimi aware me na busa ne se eba wom o se de bi na me se eba ni mu dia no eba wo mu dia that's fine intimi shada na busa eba wo mu dia that's fine said the lawyer mi kan say wonfa wano keke ene de beba beka akora no onye oba oye wo stepchild so I keep to marry wa ware mama no wa ware papa no na eba wo mu a lawyer say who take role as a father as a mother ebi akora ni GP ebi akora no makwan akora na woni wukunu no obedi holidays ewo mo ho akora ne wa appointment bi a wo de ne ko enti no wa wo gina o stepchild so de agye nkrata no ma yemfa wudi nkoka akora no emergency contact legs eso akora ni school e wo so omunimu wo akora ni GP e wo so omunimu wo enye just like that eno bra wo de kwa emfa sister wo de kwa emfa me bie phone lines no e de atum asa na me bie phone lines de atum me pacholo ye mi e number e bie mu esanie me sro number no ne frɛ lo ye mi e 07787 e 07787327985 e 07787327985 sabre ya wofra wo so person lawyer mi e ka so be book appointment ama na lawyer mi wi a wafro ye bie phone lines na dia two numbers I did dwumedie no e 0044750242279 0044750242279 enumere ya abnel solicitors ne no matena say any question bia emfa ene enkoma ye die ne ho kra na mepache ubetimi afre no abusa any question bia wo pese ubusa bia mepache gina phone so Ekwi ayenko TikTok me fa had ma fa pacho. Ekwi ayenko Ernest Nkrumah Ernest God is Ernest yenko.
Yeah, but you not me say busa say no me indefinite na my try me life in UK we na my try me DY where we I mean Ben and me here me did apply for the British passport.
Oh, okay. Lawyer mi watro ne we watro life in the UK test watro in English or say requirement ben eno here for
Yes,
naturalization.
5 years. Yes, 5 years residence requirements.
Kwame me pacho lawyer mi see we afre no. Kwame Ernest Nkrumah lawyer mi see we afre no na list ne wa. Why? God is here. Good evening. Also, why na ekasa wo kunu na ekasa na wo yire na ekasa mo mienu hwan ya?
Bacho me kasa.
Ye kasa.
Bacho na me bisa lo ya say skilled worker no sɛ wode ba no sɛ woyɛ 20 hours na wɔ baabi bɛyɛ 1 year na wonya full time no na akɔyɛ 4 years ne ka ho a ɛno no wobɛtumi de apply wɔ indefinite no anaasɛ dɛn.
Lawyer, so we year 1 year, wo ba na wonya adwuma nya nti wayɛ 1 year no wɔ baabi 20 hours 1 year na 4 years na aka no ye full time no company na we indefinite ni so abetimi akɔgye ana.
It possibly could be problematic because indefinite is based on 60 months, isn't it? 60 months continuous residence, which where the 60 months no, but part of the specification or requirements no. So when they will sponsored employer pay Juma 5 years, so 12 months I won't need Juma no. It's not helpful towards your settlement anyway. Until say to me no more Juma 5 years. So why 48 months aka 12 months you would have to renew your visa again.
Me pacho wa phone is no yen call.
Good evening.
Yes, darling.
Lawyer say, yeah, the skilled worker can buy, but the idea lances. Many my husband and buy. He say me so my first to switch me near be. In patcho den and meet me yeah, a beboa.
Lawyer me pacho brema is skill worker. Na ukunu ye dependent wo ho. Na ukunu susu nya switch ne bi.
Patcho den
lawyer was so say wanyem enti die na obeye ebeboa no.
So when you yes, that's fine. You have to understand say sakwalano wa wono wo kukun nkwan dia onye entitled to register as British immediately, neither say obey entitled to settlement. Ideally no anka ebeya nipa na ukun no a oyɛ dependent so ɔno betimi anya COS na wa koda no so a that's very helpful. I think that that's the best solution. If not, SL will train for the child either to be settled to get indefinite leave to remain, and then betimi rely on a kolano, but that is of course not immediately. I bet take it some time. It will be overstay for a period of time first. You try say you been alternative COS. That could be very helpful, why?
By no aware ne deɛ yɛaboro 5 years na menya me nneɔma no deɛ next year na menya 5 years na menya evidence ebi a ɛyɛ water ɛno baako pɛ saa time menya ɛyi bia bank statement bia nti metumi apply ɛna meware yiyi ni na yɛn nso no yɛbɛtwerɛ bi anaasɛ saa mmara no yɛbɛtumi aka yɛ.
Also 5 years no a whole 5 years no proof of water bill nkwa na obenya.
Proof of water.
Ada wo yire no wayera. No onyina ye die nti na water bill nkwa na wo proof no nkwa also.
Eno na meni edin edaso. Nti menya menyoma ne de. Since then no bia next year na metumenya saa time the proof. But ye why ni de na one proof na metumenya from 2021.
All right, lawyer enti we no obetimi apply ni indefinite na won twema visa no enso oware ye no aware na bro 5 years marriage certificate ni so abro 5 years by a case on fa prove mra obenya 1 year back prove back there be also water bill nko for 5 years for 5 years no enti lawyer we no obetimi obetimi de akwaje ne indefinite na won twema ne 5 years wo visa ne so no enso pepepe
but EU DNB
EU lawyer EU
yes EU DNB evidence of cohabitation no what me I provided 5 years, that's perfectly fine. Oh yeah, now we're providing one bank statement even if it's not a joint account with me provided and also aka home ni nyanum a kyerɛ sɛ mo nyam te fie baako maybe a saa bill ne pɛ na mo mienu mo din wɔ so that's fine ye wo de brɛ a ye betimi ayɛ ho adwuma ma you don't have a problem why.
Hey, what the skill work can I buy and what switch?
Yeah.
We overstay before I will switch and answer say.
What's it?
Visa ni twemu ansa na wo switch.
Me visa ni twemu 5 years visa.
Na 5 years visa enti wanya switch foforo na ade ko na 2 years no. Na me pa che wo company
So unless don't work na so na me dey call.
You know what so as a thing.
As a family
Family member. Na family member no ya wari ana se wo uncle na wo nana.
Uncle.
Na say em fama wo ya we. Because 2 years ago ne de na chese say wo de ko to mu 2 years ne de na free you mu. Ah? Sister ada na wo akire na wo sere. Ah? You free you mu. Enti 2 years na wo de ko to mu say wo fa. Omo mebusa wo any document bi ase for proof bra bibia bra.
There be o dey submit e call no
Auntie ma wo lawyer ne enfre wo ma na afre lawyer mi obe chase up amount.
Okay.
Why?
I see me bisa say after say we na ye di nkomo no an so no e 5 years no defendant ni movie I don't know.
E 5 years na main applicant no say on company ne nya adwuma na ne ye adwuma.
There be.
To ne nya adwuma mo visa automatically ya say yo. Enti se one one na nya adwuma na ye ntwa a visa in 5 years ne ba untimi nyi indefinite.
Okay.
Enti frɛ lawyer mo be chase apa kwaje won krata no home office ho ne dia brɛ 2 years dia ache
Mate.
Wa offense me pacho yenko.
Hello, auntie.
Me pacho enye wo na adru so wa the offense me fa we.
Okay, everyone, Pastor, good evening.
Yes darling yenko.
Pastor, Bibisan lawyer in Emiasa. Me Pastor, Bibisan say EU family member na me 19 years boy wo Ghana be say me ko fa ne ba Bibisan so bet me abo am ko fa na.
We a family member we ya aware.
Aware Pastor.
Wo no yire nda so ware.
Pastor.
To no yire na be kwa akofa na ba na wo nko a.
Me ne marry no.
Okay, good. Lawyer 19 years or ba 19 years on na yire ni EU. Obetimi akofa na ba. Ana.
Oh yeah.
Oh good. Bra lawyer so betimi akofa na ba pa.
Pastor.
Ba woni oyiri no won ko antimi kofa ne ma.
Yeah, me aware.
Doris me pacho yenko. Doris.
Sister, I'm good evening.
Yes darling.
Me pa chana pese me bisa lawyer say. Say nipa no Ghana no or mu de akotume how many months na edi?
Lawyer obi a wakofa ne kunu free Ghana na yiri free Ghana how many months na ekodi?
12 within 12 weeks. If it's under UK rules, no immigration rules, either British or indefinite leave to remain, obi a obi no 12 within 12 weeks, unless it's super fast priority. Yeah.
Okay.
Usual 474. Richie.
Good evening.
Yes, darling. Good evening.
Yeah, Patron, pese me bisa lawyer say we
apprentice. We were indefinite, but me can apprentice. Say what per se, that's the 29,000. No, affects you, and like we also have to provide that 29,000.
We ye adwuma na wo san ya apprenticeship a.
Me patron me.
Na je se wo
sponsor me for school no. Into my salary no say me yearly salary 26,000 because me know overtime near there.
As a student, as a lawyer, you know, so what?
Yes. So if okay, as a student, yes, you can take up some form of apprentice work. Maybe so it's unpaid, voluntary work. Yeah, I mean, it still has to be within the 20 hours, within the 20 hours restriction, though. It can't be more, anyway. If you are a student, anyway. If you're here as a skilled worker, I think that's a little bit different, But as a student, yes, I think, say, unpaid work is the same as paid work in terms of the amount of hours you can do without it taking you off your course, yeah.
Oti ha dada. Se oti ha dada na ukra indefinite ukra British passport na uko school uko full time education
no part time because me here at the same time go school until me want 20 hours of the job training. I have 20 hours of the job training.
Of the job training.
School na sponsor me mama go school no. Into your mommy basic pay, your mommy any like incentives, yeah, you me basic pay.
Lawyer me.
Yes.
Obeti me check.
After on the job training is the same hours relating to work. It's work related. So on the job training is still like you're gainfully employed with that employer. Because training, no, they can't say they are not going to pay you, despite the number of hours you're going to do. It works in line with the job. Those hours also have to be looked into. I think once we finish the program, no, on giving me a call, I'll find out what really needs, to be done there.
Me patron me person me hu say me ba ye no me be hu London Bridge na me say we there ma nya nkọ Ghana bio intimate name na we na me name one na me share be me bi be ma no wo ma but ne ma no omuti ma me ni nche bo mo ba ne ho regularly patron me imagine so e dey aya aware ama ye ware obe ya ma
Lawyer enkura no wa share be me bi Bema no mo be ya ware bema no wo ma but enkura no mo maame na tie be ye mo ba papa ne ho omo ba maame no aduane ma wo mo wo hwe wo mo obetumi agina nkura ne so ware a.
All right, yes, obetumi agina nkura no so. However, no, first of all, I say nkura under the age of 18. Second of all, owaria ansana ebeye ye entimi nya akin to marriage. It has to be marriage. Ansana sa application ebeye ye. Third of all, say omuba fie no nua aduane ma omu pa. That's good. That's helpful. You are stepping into the role of that responsible parent. But bibia ni ho a ebetimi akọ writing so I bet say am pa was stepping into the role of a parent. Into any other things such as maybe dentist visits, hospital or GP visits, school runs, nursery runs, whatever, Saturday classes, whatever it may be.
Yes, darling. Good evening.
My year application be 2 years on the family route. Nah, maintain my contact almost several times.
Hey, 2 years.
So chairman say technical problem. Our main application this
Family, you also the EU family extended family member.
EU cry has the manager.
What do manage here? Say 1 year to 2 years. Enti ebeba. Enya sanso apa fe lawyer mi no nkema because they say na cho 1 year.
But we say 20 months new.
I enti so also maka kire so what from mo so munya technical issue. Ukuro ma be for mo so che. Also lawyer one home office for so mo ye na application no munya technical issue. Enti twan ebeba enya sanso afa lawyer mi no follow up ma. Onkotwe enfamre wo ewo ho why aha me pacho wa wo phone so ne yenko na nana J me pacho mute yourself pacho wa wo phone so yenko
Hello, Mama.
me pacho gina so wa wo WhatsApp no ko se wate eh mama gina so wache papa hello
Hello.
me pacho sister gina so hello wa wo WhatsApp no hello ono so kro de agina baby onu nsuo pacha wa ofo ne so ne enko me pacha wa ofo ne so yenko wa hello hello yes me jo so mentie hu free ho
Hello, Mabna. Good evening.
me jo so mentie hu free ho me pacha wa nyesa wonte.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Hello, me pacho yenko. Nana ma, unmute yourself. Me pacho yenko. Hello. What was up no?
Yeah, ma, good evening.
Yes, darling.
But you know where there?
Nyame adom.
You, me that, yeah, that's it. Ma, what's with the say with me, baby, Cambridge, pal.
Cambridge.
Even here. Need baby.
Na Cambridge dey sa ha ya bra land.
But say one you call you my yana the baby I can listen to call you it's in Banese support me one night.
Mo okay. You mate me ba be ho why?
Mate. With the question and pass na say me renew me kata my wife I was say me dey me book no kan we dey call and I say any question me dey call me copy.
Lawyer akwasime camera na dum lawyer osiso renew na yiri book amana e was so no de na book no why book o yiri book na wo book
o 2.5 years
eti why book na wo so de ka ho
me book no say me hani me British
and lawyer aware o ko renew amana e was so no de o won krata no British ni no o de ne passport original ka ho kwa na copy e na wo so de ka ho
Copy.
Also the can. That's good. Me patcho say copy na also the can.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Na
eh copies. Fine. Nana ma yenko. Yo me da say. Nana ma yenko.
The patcho me question dey too na. Me ni obi dey awade never you 3 years visa. Na ya
Yes, so yeah, we are the micro move. Telly, sweet Telly,
Good evening.
Yes, darling. Lawyer Joe, so sweetie.
But show the question I'm the person Bisa Kakrani said, me EU dependent. But my what do you call
Indefinite.
Retain my retaining me right.
Good.
The person Bisa says me kwa Jimmy indefinite I can't pay. Nama kojia make here be free me main
Debbie uhia no say wo do ho 3 years yet. Ona ma we free. Okay. Usual 818. Bra wa phone so gina so. Yeah, nko usual.
Yeah, me pacho na me pese me bisa say me the indefinite affair na the 2. Me the 2 number say me dey kofa obi every fear ba me yera na me go eba ebe ya na say this me British book na san
Debbie we indefinite na betimi name wo so we adwuma a wo ge 29,000 a year.
Oh, okay.
Ansa na betimi dey aware wukunu de naba.
Okay, me pacho like one more. Me boy back one obi de care the buy 2 years company na mo ma adwuma no mo call baby foforo na or girl no call baby foforo ya ma na adwuma e o mo renew ama na be 2028 but as emra na o mo be hihye no mo hihye na nsen be ma na ko school oba no de on na ye main na be ma na independent nti no oba no pese o hu se in case be ma no be try exams bi na se egu ansa na e renew ama mo a as be ma no ntimi ntwa ko be yi na fish na me se me bisa se
Bema ni ntimi ntwa ne ono a bema na ne nkrata ne bese I think say last Friday ye kan ho asem say obi a wo kwaji dependent o main applicant o kwaji wo indefinite na mo betro life in the UK test.
Okay.
Enti e wo se wo bra no ye dependent no ni matwro oni makenkan.
Okay.
One tro English test na ne nkrata na say.
Hey.
Hello, me pacho wa phone so ne yenko. Good evening.
Pacha Pomo.
Nyame adom.
Nice. Where my brother na yene wa ha wo ho. Nice and enkrata na ye bibi kakra. Na sisa oni EU ni bi wenya EU ni bi on ne ba be ware. It's not bisa almost ka na obetro test na na.
O bra na de nkrata de kura no.
No, we ni Primark DB.
I Primark wo kura de nkrata, Primark se bia wo din o ye skill worker.
Or the we na the buy.
Or the day skill worker.
No is cement. So this we na the room.
Marine engineer.
But I send a crata na ye papa bia.
Enti ewu. Se ne nkrata na wudi a ontime nware bro bi baji musika edu ate.
Ontime ware.
Debi. Obi baji edi. Ontime obetimi aware, but ontime for application to aje sokogana. Ti wo bra no so oni nipa ne wodi a Primark. Munyimani mo fa sika ne nkoto chinchinganwe. Nyesa mo beboka. Me pacho wa wo WhatsApp yenko.
Mabla, good evening.
Yes, darling.
Pacho, person bisa lawyer say, me back Roma check a me de me 20 years no mama me you know
2.5
residence. Mama long residence no. And me share me kun me na worry. Na maji me second nti me worry me kun na me kuta stay wo mu ba me buy me tena mu che na me nya me stay nti maji me second 2.5 na some lawyer say me indefinite na metumi aye me British passport say me kunu ye British na metumi aye no in the first year na
so wo kunu ye British it doesn't grant you so you automatic British. Lawyer me bra watena ha 20 years much as 30 years or 10 years no. We chat 10 years good character.
Sabna sorry, me 20 years no. Me worry me kuna so call.
And now they are 5 years. Into the call 5 years a good character be go against you. Lawyer me bremoi good character be go against you. Or say what na 20 years. 20 years no dey 10 years no 2.5 years. And we share will be a British no aware no nti ama no spouse visa 5 years 2.5 to person who say after 5 years or gene indefinite na or qualify for British na because ni kunu ye British no.
Yes. No, and say so be trained for 12 months after say oben naturalize it 12 months after oben indefinite. The day on indefinite obet me choose it say obey naturalization. That is section 6.2 of the British Nationality Act. Yes. Omu betimi ashred good character requirements. No, yes, they can. But you better time ordinary home office, which means the time omu granting. They will have a look at all of those things and whether you've been law abiding and so on and so forth. Until obetimi area breme or the bremia may be PM man kama.
Lawyer, say good character for 10 years now or more can. So we you overstay, na wunya we indefinite. We you overstay a. Na wunya o visa na wo so wotene kruma for 10 years. And so no entitled for British passport no. Na je say wo ware British ni dia. Sa mra no wo enchechire wo bion.
Your case law be wo ha e betimi appeal.
Our case law I'll betimi dia ye.
Oh yes.
Aye.
That's
Hello, me pacho wa WhatsApp ni enko.
Hello, ma'am. Now, good evening.
Yes, darling.
Me pacho me bisa sem kakra. Good evening, lawyer. Me pacho me say mabaha as a skilled worker, as a main applicant. Na me nye juma. Ejuma na wes no isa. Na make me aswechi akoye a dependent on ubia oye British or me busuani ana. Pacho.
Na so sister wa sama bekan office lawyer obetimi ayu ano busuani sese na okoye independent okoye independent say kuna na say dey
me wafa
into British ni no person okoye no as a family member wafa ana ontime nye British law ntisa so oye yi ni kra nka wontumi nye bi kwa atwam extended family British for ne ye wo maame wo papa wo nua asa ye omonye extended family member enti wontumi enye na emom wobetumi akoye dependent on obi fofra o yes skill worker so ana wobetumi agina so aya aware wobetumi de aware obi o ye British obi o ye British betumi aware ama won krata obi oye yi ni betimi aware whereby ya o visa na ekura wo no yentwamu enwuye yentwamu enwuye what you say
enwuye de
aha enwuye na yentwamu a obi betimi aware wo na emom make sure say wo nware ye
okay me nware ye de me nware ye
ebi a wo ba ha no ye skill worker na obi ukunu da so o what you say
we dem ba as a main applicant to be under so.
How come? Main applicant okay, yeah, main applicant. Enti no, unya obi a we British, obi oye EU, obi okra indefinite obetimi awaro ama nkrata. Me pamocho guest me mfamo mesra mo nyina monye lawyer mi number lawyer mi hrama wo hram na ni kumoji onyina wo da. Enti me kasa me fa course ya eno yete ano watonkwa agbe so ti me ba cho mo nyina question bia mo pese mo busa bia mo mfa lawyer mi e was 077 lawyer mi number ni obi am friend sisi as questions no be yi mo nyina ama no 077 87327985 077 87327985 me pa mo cho obi am frɛ lawyer Emi o frɛ lawyer Emi a wono ebetwetwe nkomo question bia peso bisa bia no lawyer Emi ebenya abotre ayiwa no numbers ne 077 87327985 please I want your number host me ba cho me number die mo me enye se be ye bebre wo so me person lawyer me number ne nko an enwo to hia me personal number die mo me ba me nye lawyer no na me de ne number ma mo no lawyer me ye da se bebre be jawa mo akoda because se ne wo hran no man hwe ya na me delay wa ha wo beda me tonko so me naye aha eti me pa cho wasam a wo be kan na adofo ne etifo ya sorry mama afre.
All right, Masema yede chatwo. Supplementary work very important. Ubetimi aba Chrome has a skilled worker. Why you are doing say sebe ube ye juma ahobra semu ni bibia upese oni employer sponsored employer juma but unfortunately no ubaye no entesa ebi kra o ma o jima 1 day 1 hour po ma obi ebi nso a wa ma o juma but hours na uhia to make sure say it will line mu the same line mu pepepe as your skilled worker visa no onya ma o sa hours no se ba ne sa kai say indefinite leave to remain, IIS settlement, no, it may be called into question. Into what do you do in such circumstances? Once you have to survive essential needs, rent, okay, into 20 hours now, we need us work. Minkai will say 20 hours outside of the sponsored occupation. I'll back from Hano and yet the right path to go on and yet the correct path. Now, sebe say a basa will indefinite leave to remain. It can be raised as a point, say, will breach with conditions of relief. A sounds bet me a problem, say immigration enforcement officers back with Jumemua, which they do come to people's places of work, a be a problem because mama say Juma mama ba ha say obey and no na day or supplementary work. Into the amendment to for say a banner say we contact Abinel solicitors, we will give you the plausible and the most helpful solutions me I regularize it will stay work from her. Ebia na wote ho you do not know the solution. You do not know how to solve the problem. Aba a burden ma ye wo ha say ye be carry mo burdens. Ye wo ha say ye be boa mo within the right remit. And yes say ye boomra debi ye be gina mra no so na ye be ma the help, the stepping stone here to go forward to make sure say we crack asem mube yam kama. I think it's very important say we prefer Abinel solicitors ye be boa with all your legal needs and ye be boa with every question. Any question is not a bad question. A bit me about say question no more bisasa won't ustro say obe bisa in pacho your patience no say a bit whatever it may be to make sure say you are helped. May that say God bless you all.
Yeta eye lawyer Amy asibebre ntime pa bocho mo amopese mo fre lawyer Amy no mo betimi afre eye mo ana mo guest na man pick mo course ni nyina no mesre mo fre lawyer Amy e was 077 87327985 it was 07787327985. Me pacho obia betimi afre lawyer Amy ewo eye ne phone ne so sabre ya obetimi afa no no atwetwe nkomo lawyer Amy erade enhira wo bebre nyame enhira ye da se wunyamre na woni ye tena se mechia mosh why na me kanfo eye Glandison roofs e dia maw me pacho ope roofing sheet papa a good quality, good standard de pa dia e dia bowo dance wo dan na kanwura me pacho abrochirefo ye dan yakeke kanwura mu obi si dan e wo Ghana 20 years ni dan wontimi nwieye enso so ni nuanom nyina omo Ghana nyina si dan awie ne nanfofo omo hwe dan so ma nyina si dan awie me pacho Glandison roof sebra no mo ne wa ankasa eninsa woso woti abrochira no afa telephone wo se Glandison me pese mo nkobo me dan yi so emfa emame omo bebo so kama fe say ene wo pe enchense dan a efa sa tete enchense dan hyrem no ye mfa bi modan so abrochirefo obi ankopa ne dan so kone kopa so wa hwe Glandison me se TikTok me ba me kwa kusua se ne yi video wo so no me ye program na video ne ba me kusua na ma ba me dia to so na me yi dia kire mo e fankasa eni gisam kese wo Glandison ho ne se wo frɛ wo mo na wusika sam wo fom wo nye ready a omo ne wo beka no watua ne installment kakra na wo ma ba be ye adwuma no e dia mawo omo nkase be fan chance da ne ko na wa akobo so omo de omo ankasa carpenter e be ba so carpenter no omo sheda de ne ba abrochire no obisua ansa no dwuma no enti wo boso abrochire star what you say enti for Glandison for na no mni nsa wo so omo number ye 0243 690 088 Glandison 0243 690 088 omo a location wo Ghana ewo Abelempe eye jewelry junction na sojuro junction no ehwa enomo ana wo hi omo number frame me de omo be ma Glandison for de omo aba ama abrochirefo enyinara me kanfo best deal door to door shippers de amount won't best deal for nka ho me pacho fa wonnioma ni nyina fa wo momma me fa wonnioma ye bedi bronyo obedi nnuoma be kwa akoma ama mo papa wo yiri wunua wukunu me pacho package ni sabria nema eye best deal door to door shippers for emefa ennuoma no emfa enko Ghana emfa emma nyame ya adom a advert ne meba so nyame ya adom a echina eye first Tuesday of a month of November. November is my month of sudden victories. November echina ebena eye first Tuesday of a month of November. Me pa chom. Ye were just 2 months pew. Na ye dia fi we ya banewie. Emre na aso no na mre na ye wo mu no. Enkofo o madwuma eseye yi o madie. Enkofo a wo mo kwa adwuma aba o mo mafie biom. Enkofo a wo mo pia bonto o mo mafie biom. Enkofo a ye chi wo mo. Enkofo a ye de yare to o mo so ohaw amane owuo me pa wo chew. Ye dru November December mu a sister brother entenase emobo wonsa wubo sorry ne bedi apaye sorry ne benom apaye sorry ne bedware apaye sorry ne behye apaye atade bra na ye mom paye na obi ameka so wa ye burden enda ne so wan kasa wukunu etimi kasa wa ye burden because bayinfo obonefo na process no wo yire etimi kasa mi kunu de wa ye burden enda me so ye fura nani enti wo bu ne mpana no esen wo ye fura nani enti wo ba e wona adwene mu sa wo de me bompa ye se me no beja awade no makowade no o kana asema na ne bu afu ye fura nani enti wo ye bede dane so sister sorry ne be bompa ye brother sorry ne be dia paye be bompa ye emra ye wo mu firi ne kosi December no sane wo bonefo apagya ne mu omo madwuma esen omo de yare to omo so ohaw amane kodanda Misraw every Tuesday o pe baby a empire no hye baby a ye bom paye di apaye no ma paye edwade apaye akogye animonyam akofa ye ntoma pefra akofa ya awo ya ware ye adwuma ye sikasem tena ho ne hweme eye Flames of Faith Assembly redemption hour every Tuesday bia eye redemption hour eye wogie mre eye fa hudie mre eye nkunimdie mre ebenadam paibo ena wo ba yes ebenadam paibo ena wo ye life insurance to so awieye bremu awrade ono ankasa otwedi amponyankopon wa paw nakoa eye prophet Greg wo hwie ne ho sra wo hwie ne honhom wo hwie ne tumi di ama no awrade ede ne yedwuma nanum asam esesani pa shebre Sunday na ye Thanksgiving service enura adansidi epie ho no ewurade eyusu no enwosra ye adwuma enwosra eye adwuma enwosra eye adwuma eye court case ana eye court case ben enura sana mo wasore ho enura na mo wasore mo te testimony eye yare ohawo ben amane ben eno bonefo de atoso ewurade enam nakoa prophet Greg so edi sedie esheni pa funuma esesani pa bra boss sani pa shebre mo amonkrata akoko mo office emaye no echina obi abra be bompa ye ne yi wonkrata apie ebenada mpa ebo wo ba fa wo prayer request bra ebenada redemption hour na wo beba no obi ekura ni prayer request eni breso bompa ye gidigidi wo show so bra ne be bobi bra ne be bompa ye sister brother mentna wansa mese mentna wansa ema ne nyansa ene wa frem yeso agumiso ma abana ene wa frem yeso agumiso ma abana ene wa frem yeso agumiso ma abana na mabre me kirew se bra ne be bompa ye wate bra ne be dia paye bra ne be jiwa dance die bra ne be jiwo testimony bra ne be jiwa dance die obi be busa sama abana kasa bebrebe e fa na asori ne wo udru London ye was South London baby the Elephant and Castle enumera nonson pepepepepe me pa cha wo ba e ma wo refill prayer request let it be a wanya wo wani nyi ho e ye court case e ye doctors and I diagnose with sickness ana e ye die ba die abanyama ne ben wanya onkrata ko home office ache me pa cha print document ne fabra adie bibiara wo bibiara eya aware kone kope ring £1 ring ne fabra ekura o fa mere sofo fabra ne ye mompaye fabra na ye mompaye ekina na be hu awurade ani munyam wo be hu awurade abasa wo be hu awurade kese enti nyame ya adom a ekina nonso pepepepepe e brandam paibo ye Tuesdays enumere nonso wo de wani kire Elephant and Castle South London wo drew Elephant and Castle busa akra kete se okọ eye Keddington Underground wo drew Keddington Underground wa wanim ntintin so sei wanim from Elephant and Castle ba Keddington Underground ho no eye 2 stop ope eye 2 stop Keddington kra ni Elephant boom but roundabout any twantemo buses are a free Elephant and Castle ba Keddington Underground no eye 133 333 155 415 155 me pacho ko Brixton wo fa free Elephant and Castle wa just 2 stop pe 2 stop no twam fabra off license bi me pacho fa off license dan ani mutin wo immediate turn left wo be ba to small praying ground wo ho fa praying ground nim park ni so no ehwa na sorry ho no ewo ya twere ho Lambeth Citizens Advisory me pacho awowom enti wo ba susu hihye wo ho because ye be bompaye wotimi bompaye na wo body no aye hye wotimi bompaye na wo body no aye hye upie ya na dance di wachi upie ya na awo na ba upie ya na wonkrata ba upie ya na adwuma puna ba upie ya na court case ni atwam enti mesrew ekine nyame ya adomo a mo a mopon a mudi mirika so me kwafie akoka fufuo there be refreshment ho oba obenya snacks obenya tea coffee we snacks ho oba obetimi serve kama enti ekina nyame ya adoma Tuesday simple body wo bia timi bebobi eye frefre kobo obia oba obia bobi obia ebobi enti chine nyame ya adomo a eye numere but echina anopa daybreak break me through anopa no onumu bia no anopa 5 bia no to 6 a.m. eye 1 hour prayer baton 1 hour prayer baton me pacho sorry na join ye ewo Flames of Faith Assemblies o ma sorry down baby a wotie wo fie ye Facebook ma mo hwe o TikTok no so ye de ba TikTok abonance campaign Facebook Flames of Faith Assembly me pacho join ye na ye nia paye anopa no be bom paye ansa no apia bonten day break me through de awurade enam day break me through so ye no my blowing bro adwene ntiase so awurade jinkofo afiri wo hawmu amanie mu kodane mu osuni awroho ade bibiara ayemponkyere ekekere ye awurade esane nipa de yefiri mu enti mesrew anopa bia ahomache Monday to Friday ansa no akwa adwuma enti mesrew ekina join ye anopa Tuesday Tuesday anopa na enumere yako redemption hour wajie mre fa hudie mre nkunimudie mre branebe fa watade papa branebe fa wompabo papa branebe di nkunim ekire nyame yadomo a mehu ekire enumere redemption hour Eradi enshira obibiara me kanfo snacks e de ama wo ye party wo ye wedding wo ye engagement na wo probia mana ye wo snacks e de ama wo de a me kanfo eye snacks e de ama wo pelito shittle dildo shittle hwehwam shittle de diabetes me pa cho wo pese wo ye shito e ma mama ko university no me pa cho frepel wa wo ye bi asifie no adi ye bedi buronya wo hia shito wo fie me pa cho frepel na wo ne no eni eyensa wo so Kumasi market me pa cho Kumasi market wo pekam ne kodi wo dwa nyina e wo Kumasi market e wo pekam e wo okwa wo se me permis race enuane bi a wo pe bia organic enuane nyina wo benya bi e wo eye Kumasi market Obia anka se eye 25th December bronya ye de radia se nyame ya adomo a 25th ena yedidie bronya 25th ena yedidie Brago catering services dia ba mami Brago for the past 3 years ni afeso a ye no aduane me pamocho ema ya bre bronya dua ema bebre ye ntimi ni di ene me betena ha na me hu say yes mafon because so bi o wa me gina kitchen cha me ntimi ni di the more na me ye aduane no me wie no na mamen menu mato enti aduane pa no me gina kitchen pa aduane me ntimi ni di ebia once in a day na me didi ebi okra the whole day me ni di minim ebia won so sa na wote enti bronya kura de bronya du a wo besori ahomache agina kitchen aya ade sa wototo taki yeme na wo de twe na wo de ko enti ema bebre bronya du a we don't feel the Christmas nankasa yenhu Christmas no bronya du a Brago catering services he bronya we sister da mame da dwojo akoma ne da sika na wo de bekwa akoto taki wo de bekwa akoto we no osi jai fabra na onye wo bronya nuane emma wo this year mame Brago akonanim wo se o my jollof rice mame Brago jollof nso de my god enuane a wo bedi no 1 week enuane ni nyina ye mako 17 o my jollof rice or my jollof rice with the grilled chicken, or my wachi with eggs, stew. Missing decoration, decoration come wachi any garnishing, or my wachi spaghetti, gari, any new man you make come or my grilled salmon, large one, Casiepa, Simon Casiepa. Mami Brago maye full grill guinea fowl or maye guinea fowl full grill guinea fowl or sign amaye emutio ene nkatem kwan Mami Brago uyebue or maye Ghana salad enso so e de aka ho Mami Brago maye chicken maka chicken oh or my Ghana salad enuane ne do so me mra fifi nuane no mama hwehwemra bronya we say me pacho me nko bi fie bronya we say mama Brago se hyedem mo abronya mo mpa aduane no ano this year bronya no visiting this year bronya tena wo fie me this year wa wo be ba besra me wa ha me pa because emra so se wo so odwo wa ho me afi mo ni nyina eye family woni wabusuya mo ntana hyedem muni di mudidi wi a na mada wo sori a na wasan akodidi enti mame Brago se woni wabusuya mo ntana se mo a muni moye single bema wo yiri ni ha me patcho frem mame Brago wo yiri ni ha wonko ana ate wo de obedi aduane ni mo bosome obedi aduane ni mo bosome nurses mo a 25th mo kwa adwuma muntimi nya adwuma me pacho bronya we say no ye aduane muntimi nya aduane because nurses mo bekwa adwuma o ye doctor bekwa adwuma frema me Brago no nya nuane no ensi ho bronya we say hwe no obi anko bi fie bronya we mesrew enu nti na me ka kire wo no ye aduane fre Brago sister ye nuane bi ma me ne tense wankasa wudidi no ada wonni baabi kwa hyedem wonni baabi kwa hyedem frema me brago no onye duane ma ne didi 25th pe 25th bronya du ankofo yi omo privacy enkofo yi omo mo a this year mabobo mo trunk yesi dem maye mo adwe se mo be konkofo fie bronya no mitumofo bronya du a enkofo yi omo privacy 25th one day pe ene ye de tena fie gigi akoma ukotena uko obi fie enipa no so woda so wontumi na so wo yesei na nipa ne de twawo etwawo tena wo fie me ba mo chaw mama men kan okura nkyere mo eno ano no bronya du a mo amosora bronya mo kwa afihia abha ya abrochire nkwa afihia abrochire ye no aduane nkotete nkome mankofo enu nti na maame brago se bronya so frɛ no na wonye nuane no emfama brago catering services enuane maako 17 ni nyina no eye 400 pounds per 400 pounds per wa akora wo kodi dwa na sister wo beto ni na wotwam be 600 pounds but maame brago di nuane na ba wo se wow wo pese wo koche obi ade bronya wo hu de ode beche no frɛ maame brago onye nuane no bi ko nuane no oba o mai ni te se hampers therefore hampers eno maye no efe kura keke efe kura keke intime pacho aha enie eye jollof rice watch with stew gare shito ene de ka ho turkey wings balls of banku banku and okra stew my any bronya de be de obia o wa salad de kura me pacho ka e de bebrel e 400 pounds a whole charcoal grill I confirm a whole grill Simon and a grilled chicken, a bottle of sobolo and a ginger, a bottle of sobolo and a bottle of ginger drink, meat pie, mame brago meat pie nede meat pie, a box of chenchi unim chenchi aha Nigeria for chips bi no a box of chenchi, a box of Ghana chips mame brago enye wan kan use Ghana ye chips wo ho a box of plantain chips mame brago plantain chips ubenya bi Okumasi market ato ubenya bi nso so wo ubenya bi Okumasi market ubenya bi nso so wo Tesco and Asda. A box of donuts ubenya donuts and so and enkati cake Ghana enkati cake no asama eye Ghana cake enuane ni nyina ye 17 enti me pa cho frɛ brago catering services wo hia ma me brago number ofrɛ me amede ma erade nhira mo nyame ya adomo a ekina nopa join e wa ha eye 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. erade enkamo ho nyame ya adomo a enumre no ye besan ahia ekina numre e wa asore medamase enyum na me ka samo nko famere me no ma fa me ho se ohum ni doso a ana odiye nko ozie se ano ni doso a unu obi na tie wo kunu pa so na ni brewo wo yire pa na ni brewo se ano ni doso a yapon mpacho munyimi free so wodiye nko ozie eye ho na boy mo fa send me estanya meche aha eba se wo de ye ko mano eba sa ye di sheno ono na oye ayum na mi dos mi se anoni doswa misi wodi wu besie ewrade be kokon ama wate me ebu kwase asa me enka so de wagimi me nipa nyina ntieti awoso mo mo nka so mo de omanya de hwehwe awie wate se anoni doswa wodi wu besie eba se wodi e kase yedi mano enya sani eto no ye ko manu ono na